Hi, I'm Warwick. I am the SIM Orientation Facilitator for SIM Liberia. This video is to give you a brief overview of Liberia, whether or not you're planning to come to Liberia already, or if you're thinking of Liberia being a mission field for you. Liberia is a small country on the west coast of Africa. It was settled by freed slaves that came over from America, and as such, American culture has had a huge influence in Liberia. Christianity here in Liberia, people will say they are Christian. It's also mixed in with their tribal beliefs. One term I've heard coined is religion or Christianity in Africa is a mile wide and an inch thick, where yes, people would declare themselves Christian, but their understanding isn't as deep as it should be.
The staff of the West African Broadcasting Association takes great pleasure in presenting the first regular broadcast from radio station ELWA.
ELWA is the radio station, for one, but it's also known as ELWA Compound, which has the hospital, the radio, the national school, and our administration building for all of those services. Most missionaries with SIM live on compound here, but we also have a couple of other agencies here. So our compound is big. It is 130 acres. Lovely beach. Most families have at least a snorkel or two or three. Now your house will most likely be on compound. It will have filtered water to the house because we have several water containers around that filter the water or treat the water. We also have, for the most part, 24/7 electricity, and recently we just had a new generator installed.
Come on, Dave. I want put what I want. Don't send me parrot, let me pay my business.
What they say, all the time I make, let me take my hat from my head because maybe I load a little bit dangerous.
All the money will be paying for the video club, they can buy a good generator. Then they put a generator on. The movie or two star in a few minutes. One while movie there, man.
Liberians speak their tribal language, of which there's about 20 different languages, but less than that in actual tribes. There's Liberian English, which is the official language of Liberia, but it's quite different. Essentially, you're taking off the last letter of every word. So an example that I give to everybody is, I'm going to the market to buy a chicken. Now, if you take the last letter off each of those words, I'm going to the market to buy chicken. Grammar is very simplified. So if you want to tell someone, from a Western perspective, you would say something is miniature or tiny. Here you say small, whereas small isn't as big as small. Emphasis changes it. So you can say, oh, I got very big fish. I say, oh, that thing was big. One of the big things that you'll find being here in Liberia is greeting. You don't just get away with a simple hello here. You have to go through a process. So I would greet somebody here in Liberia and say, hey, my man, how you doing? And they would say, oh, tengo. And then I would respond with, oh, how de body? Meaning, how are they feeling? And they would respond, oh, we're trying. Hey, they're doing okay. And then you would go into, how the family? How the children? How the school? How the work? You go through all those things before you even get to what you want to actually talk about. The weather here is, in Liberian English, very, very hot. Sometimes it gets so hot and humid that you might have to change your shirt once, twice, 3 times a day or more. In the wet season, we have a lot of rain. We get over 4.5 meters of rainfall every year over a period of 6 months. But when it does rain, it just keeps everything nice and cool. Packing for clothes that you'll need essentially. Guys, bring a couple of pants and jeans are acceptable. Button-up shirts like the Liberian one that I've got. Generally around compound you can get away with shorts and t-shirts and stuff like that because this is where we live. But any official kind of business meeting and stuff that you'll need to attend to, you'll need to get a little bit more smarter dress. Ladies, dresses, pants, all that kind of thing below the knee, unless again you're on compound, there's a little bit of leeway. So bring some casual stuff that you enjoy just lounging around in and visiting with other missionaries and stuff. Avoid any underwear showing around your top. On the beach, we don't allow bikinis, so please bring a one-piece suit. Guys, board shorts at least, please. No what we Australians call budgie smugglers, the speedos. Let's avoid those at all costs. Money in Liberia, they use US dollars here, as well as the local currency called the Liberty. Now on LD, we have 100 LD here. That is worth roughly about 66 cents. US money is kind of like the dollars. The Liberty is more the cents. The Liberty is used primarily in big markets areas where you're buying fruit and vegetables, local stuff, where the sellers only really want liberty. If you're coming with SIM, we have a treasurer here who you can get all your money out of, both in US and in Liberty. Yeah, Edwin? No, I'm not there. I'm not to the house there. We just did video just now. I'll call you back, yeah? Okay. We'll take you downtown, we'll get a new SIM card for your phone so that you'll have a Liberian number. Essentially, there is 2 main telecommunication companies here, and SIM uses Orange. So to get data on your phone, you'll buy a scratch card, and it goes up in increments of either $1, $5, $25, $50, or $100. You'll scratch off and find the code, punch that into your phone, give you the credit, and then you'll use another code to actually give yourself data or minutes on your phone, or a combination of both. One of the things that I like best about Liberia is the food. The soups or the stews that they put on top of the rice are one of my favorite things. One of the things I like best about Liberia is the people. The people are just super friendly and super hospitable. Like, they will ask you to come and eat food with them at the drop of a hat simply because you came over to say hello. One of the best things I like about Liberia is the bush, which is where I spent most of my time. The bush, or the jungle as they call it really around here, it's beautiful. Liberia has so many natural things to go and see. It's just tourism hasn't really been established here yet. So, I hope this video has been helpful for you, whether or not you're already coming or that you're thinking about coming, but we hope to see you soon.